Hashtags continuing to pour through all hour long, and we will update you, but we got other stuff we got to get into. Let me just give you the latest crop, Allie, that came through on the text line. Once again, weed is going to change again, and you're going to start seeing a lot of cannabis cafes and places you can smoke and eat at the same time popping up because California's cool.
24 states, including California, have already legalized marijuana for recreational use.
But now they're going...
Recreational use?
Recreational, that's right. But then we're moving to the next level. As a result, we're asking for you to join us in this edition of Hashtags, and throughout the hour we'll be sharing you some of our favorites, including Panda Pineapple Express from the 818, Toco Bell, which came through from 310, and Cold Stoned Creamery on there as well.
Oh, nice. I like that.
Quite a few that are popping through, and we'll pick our favorites and give away some of these tickets before the hour is up.
I also really like from 818 Buffalo Wild Wings and 562 Del Toco.
Oh, all strong submissions so far, and we'll continue get them to us on the text line, on the Instagram at Klein Alley Show, or you can get us at 800-520-1067. We had the pleasure yesterday of being forced to sit through another round of employee training here.
Oh, that's a strong word,
Well, Allie did it on our behalf, and I think that's right because...
You make the woman do it.
Yeah, Allie's listen, it fits your character. You're like the real do-gooder in school. You were the one that was like, hey, teacher, we didn't get enough homework. You would always do the extra credit.
Hey, I'm all about learning in every facet and every opportunity to learn something new. And yes, we have to do this every single year, and it's really annoying, but there's something that you can learn from it. And I think I always enjoy the bad acting in the sexual harassment videos.
Yeah, so here's some clips of hopefully you'll learn something. I'm not sure what we're supposed to learn from this. I learned that Daryl...
Well, I'll give you a crash course.
Yeah, Daryl seems like an employee I'd like to hang out with. But let's meet the people, and this is
a video series, by the way,
yes,
where it keeps escalating, and then they kind of teach you about how you should respond in these situations in the workplace.
And just to be crystal clear, I don't stand by sexual harassment. Even Sweet Cans over there would agree with this, right, Allie?
That's right.
But the reality...
Is he going to give me a better job? What should I do?
There is no better job.
Oh.
But I will say, though, the reason companies do this is not because they even care. It's because they don't want to get sued. So it's like they're forced. Once they forced us to watch these videos, which go on for hours, they go, well, it's not our problem now.
Well,
we did our job, and now it's on us. So
what's interesting, Klein,
they don't really want to, solve the problem. They just want...
They do want to solve the problem, and I'll tell you why. Because I learned in my sexual harassment training that where there are places with sexual harassment, there is lower productivity and a higher turnover rate with employees, so the actual company itself will make less money if people are getting weirdly touched.
All right. I didn't watch the video yet, so I can't dispute that. Omar, did you do the course yet?
Is this the one that takes about 2 hours, Allie?
Well, I think if you power through, it's supposed to be an hour and a half. But yeah, it usually does. And it's one of those things where you click to the next screen and then you click through, and it's like, you need to spend longer with this material. And you're like, God damn it.
I did do this one. I didn't pay attention because it's all very the test at the end of each section is very common sense.
Well,
but I just clicked through.
It's funny because the breakdown of what is sexual harassment was literally every category has been covered on this show. It was like, don't do it based on people's physical traits or their cognitive differences. And it's like, oh, well, we do Johnny Doesn't Know. We make fun of what an idiot he is. Or like, if somebody has an accent, don't make fun of them.
We should change the name of Johnny Doesn't Know to Cognitive Differences.
Just to be more woke.
Just to make sure that they know that we paid attention to the stupid video.
There was even a section on making fun of people for their hair and their grooming habits.
Like body hair?
Could be your body hair. It could be my grooming habits.
Great.
All things we've made fun of on the show.
So it sounds like we're getting a perfect score. Here's just some of what we had to sit through, and maybe you'll learn something.
Hey, you.
Hey, Daryl.
Now, in this case, I'm going to assume Daryl is the good guy, and this woman is the predator, right?
Everyone's the good guy when they say, hey, you.
Right. I agree.
Hey, you.
Hey, Daryl. I didn't see you there. Where did you...
I came in through the break room.
I was under your desk chair taking pictures. Is that a problem?
I like your skirt. Thanks for wearing a skirt.
So Daryl, I guess I'll change my opinion. Daryl sounds like he's the bad guy here, right?
Well, you have to find out.
All right.
I came in through the break room. Hey, listen, I was wondering if you don't have any plans tonight, maybe we could go down to the pub.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just speaking
I love the sexy music in the background.
Speaking like regular people.
Just
dinner, a couple drinks.
I'm seeing someone.
So
she's so uptight.
Yeah.
Also, if you watch the video, guys, I don't know why she's getting asked out in the first place.
Oh, really? She's not. Oh, is Daryl?
But I can't say anything.
Allie, hold on. Why would you say? Why are you questioning?
I also think Daryl's gay. There, I said it.
So, based on this video, Daryl's gay and this woman is homely. Is that what you're saying?
Just go on.
Oh, okay, cool. Lucky guy. I mean, if it is a guy, right?
I'm sorry, what?
Yep. All right. She makes a good point.
And then she looks at the screen and she's like, "This is making me uncomfortable. What should I do?" And then
Right.
it clicks through to the next slide.
All right. So slide number. So in this particular case we just listened to, Daryl seems to be the. Well, I mean, look, you hit
Right
on
now, he's just asking her out.
Yeah. It was like a weird plan, though. Let's go to the pub, get some drinks.
Well, and then you miss. There's another part where she talks to another coworker and she's like, "Daryl asked me out. I just said I had a boyfriend, but she doesn't."
Oh, okay, so the plot thickens.
And then Daryl overhears that conversation and confronts her.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, Elise.
Daryl, you keep surprising me.
So,
This guy's done. By the way,
Whoa!
Does this lady not know that there's other people working there? What the hell?
does she think she's working for? Well, we should point out she does work from home, so this is strange because Daryl does keep popping
there.
in. He just keeps popping in.
hey, Elise.
Daryl, you keep surprising me.
So, you're not seeing anyone.
Smooth. He's resilient. Don't
And
they-
he's miming honking his own breasts.
This is why it's confusing in the workplace because he's being persistent and she's saying, "Leave me alone. I'm dating someone." And
He's better with task completion.
Yeah,
for
and he's
sure.
looking at a poster of a cat hanging there saying, "Keep
Hang in
going"
there,
or
yeah.
whatever.
How did you...
We can totally have that dinner now.
Let's just stay friends.
Come on, friends have dinner together.
I'll get back to you.
She sounds like she's caving a little bit, right? Allie, am I wrong here?
I mean, we've always talked about those wedding speeches where it's like he wouldn't stop persisting, and then
Yes.
eventually I went on a date with him, and now
Right.
we're married.
But we're supposed
escalates again.
We're supposed to be monitoring this and letting everyone know that we don't stand for this. So, Johnny, when you're being all flirty in the halls here, cut it out, dude. It's going to lead to a lawsuit or something.
And if we see it and witness it, we feel comfortable, we can jump in as well and distract from this.
I'm not narking anyone out here.
Not even Daryl?
Daryl, I like. I like Daryl. I would like to meet. And in fact, there's about 3 guys here that all could be Daryl. A lot of lurkers in this building.
Daryl,
Mind if I walk you to your car and just make sure you're safe?
my car is right outside.
I get worried about you being alone out there. Here.
You could get approached by a Daryl. You have to make sure. Keep her away from the other
Evil
Daryls.
Daryl
Right.
could come after you.
What are you doing?
It's my cell phone number. Text me whenever, or if you change your mind about that dinner.
I don't know what to do here. Have you ever been in this situation?
Nope.
What did you do?
So, yeah, Daryl.
Have you ever been hit on incessantly? No, I can't say I have, Elise.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're talking to Allie over there. So Allie probably was like, "Please, Daryl, take my number."
This is Elise.
Hey.
Daryl.
Oh, boy. He's quick to call, huh? Yeah, I mean, you got to wait 2 days, 3 days, right?
I know,
What's the
my
number?
God. It's very, very aggressive.
Did he just get her number in the parking garage and now he's calling her already?
Well,
This is Elise.
Hey.
Daryl.
she looks so upset. Daryl, stop.
At some point, you got to give the fake number.
Yeah, well, it's...
Don't give your real number. I mean, there's a million
She
problems
didn't give
with
him
this.
his number.
Oh,
What's up? I'm on the budget call.
Oh, working remote today, huh?
nice.
I wish I was.
How did you get my number?
There you go.
How'd you get? Oh, she didn't give the number. Oh, Daryl
He
got it.
gave his number, but she didn't give
I
her.
wish I was.
How did you get my number?
I wanted to apologize to you. I know that I've been coming on too hard and kind of scaring you off. I'd really like to take you out to coffee. Safe.
Oh, man.
Safe. Just say the word safe. Coffee, safe.
I'd really like to take you out to coffee. Safe. No commitment. We can get to know each other.
No commitment, no murder, just
No
safe,
life.
safe coffee. No pulse, safe.
You know what?
Oh, she's thinking
I was a
about
little
it.
flabbergasted. Anyway, that's as far as I've gotten so far.
All right, well, we'll keep you updated.
Klein, Alley, Show! Mornings on KROQ 106.7 KROQ.
Scams all over the place. I know because I've fallen for quite a few of them. It's KROQ, your Klein Alley Show. We'll get into a new round of Bamboozled and find out how Omar single-handedly took down a bamboozler. Because a lot of times, the stories, there's great scams, but it always usually ends when they go, we knocked at the door and no one answered. And that's usually as far as it goes. But in this particular case, Omar went toe-to-toe with a bamboozler.
Wow.
Yeah, I invited this douchebag into my house. God
All right,
damn it.
I can't wait for this. We'll get into it now. It's time for Bamboozled.
Bamboozled. A lot of people fall for the scam. And now they're just like, damn. Take your money, sucker, because you didn't know it was all a sham. And now you're just like, damn.
Has anyone else ever heard this song in real time and then you can't get the Bamboozled one out of your head?
Oh, I thought this was an Omar original.
No, this is a cover of Snow's Informer.
Snow Informer is one of the greatest songs
And I
ever.
heard the real song in the wild, and I was like, "Whoa,
Yeah,
this feels so weird to just listen to."
If you're hearing that song in the wild, you're probably about to get bamboozled. So it's a good reminder. We'll get to Omar's story in a second, but first, Allie, I know you're dealing with rats in your house. There's another story about a woman who's dealing with rats in her house, and you tell me, is this a bamboozling?
Oh, God.
It's a sound you don't want to hear.
Mom!
Rats scurrying behind your wall.
Mama.
Elizabeth called.
That is the sound you don't want to hear.
Mama. Don't want to hear.
Yeah, we know it. We know it's the sound you don't want to hear. We hear that a lot.
It's a sound you don't want to hear.
Hit it, Omar. Mama.
Mama.
That's
Sorry.
what.
I'm glad we got a clean
Rats
one of you
scurrying
doing
behind your wall. Elizabeth Call says she freaked out when she heard the noise coming from the guest room at her mom's house in San Diego. So she called an exterminator.
All right, so far it's on the up and up, right? Got rats, got to get rid of these rats.
That's what I did.
Allie, do you still have rats or are they out?
They're dying slowly.
Nice.
So they're like slowly walking across the backyard. It's kind of sad to see it, actually.
Still, you're watching them move very
Do you
slowly.
have to throw away the carcasses?
No, I don't know why I haven't seen any carcasses. There's been one, and thankfully the guy was there when the rat was dying, so he like threw it in his like rat sack or whatever.
Oh, he's got a rat sack? That's
He's like, I
cool.
just threw it in my sack. I was
Oh,
like,
my
oh,
God.
man.
That's awesome. I bet you're going to find some rats. I bet you Wesley's picking them up. Your
I
son,
bet they're all dying in the walls or something.
Your son's playing with them for sure. He's like, ooh, truck.
Next thing she knows, the exterminator shows up at the front door.
I opened the door and I was like kind of taken aback. So I was just kind of like, you're not from Terminex, are you? And he's like, read my shirt. Yes, I am.
So far,
Definitely not scamming you. Read the shirt.
it's on the shirt. No scam here, right? Then
It
this,
says real pest guy.
then this happens.
Like they say, it was love at first sight.
I just started texting all my friends like secret photos of him.
One
First of all,
Secret photos of him.
I'm
Who's
not-
bamboozling who here?
she seems like maybe the thirstiest person on the planet. The first guy that knocks on her door, she's like, that's it, I'm in love. Take pictures.
Yeah.
One text read, Chad the exterminator is super hot.
She's good at texting. She's got a good texting game.
Not gonna lie.
I was like, is it like a sign that I am attracted to the Terminex guy?
Her friends gave the exterminator a nickname, Rat Slayer.
I was taken back as well. I mean, look at her. She's gorgeous.
One big problem, they were both dating other people.
How is this
One
a
was
news?
dating a prince from Nigeria.
How is this a news story? Like, this is a crazy thing that this actually made the news.
I eventually went through a breakup, and then Chad was just always kind of on my mind, and I was
Just constantly finding rodents in the wild and bringing
Chad
them to
was
her house.
always on my mind.
The exterminator? I mean, I don't know. I've met quite a few exterminators. I don't think I've ever thought to myself, man, I got to start boning these people immediately.
Oh, mine's
trying
very
to think of
sexy.
excuses like, do I still have rats again? Like, next thing I know, he had followed me on Instagram.
Well, Chad, it sounds like you exterminated the ex-boyfriend.
Oh.
Yeah, we were there for more than one rat.
That guy sounds like a wet towel.
That's
that guy
the-
sounds boring.
That's the sweet sound of Inside Edition right
I mean,
there.
he's going to murder her, right?
Yeah, it's got to be.
It's murder or
So
stealing.
is that a bamboozling in the making, or is that a legit story, you think?
I think that he is. I don't think they're going to last. I'll say that much. And I
Dude,
think
he's
now-
the rat slayer.
He's a rat.
He is the rat slayer. What a name. Hey, Omar, you also
Right.
had to call a guy to come to your house.
Yeah, so I was gonna get some work done on my laundry room. I just got a new washer and dryer, and I wanted to put in some cabinets, some tile flooring, and a countertop. Nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy. And I always like to get a couple different estimates. You know, a couple from like Craigslist, OfferUp, Instagram, and Google.
I totally
At this
do. I
point-
do that as well. You got to compare the prices so you make sure you're
Absolutely.
getting the right one.
And it's also good to have
So
these
much
guys
work.
down because you could bounce off ideas, you know what I mean? And then, it's good to get, a wide variety of opinions and ideas thrown out there. So the guy who I saw third comes over and he's instantly looking around. He's like, oh, you got a beautiful family, beautiful kids. I was like, okay, cool. Thanks, man. Here, let me show you the laundry area.
That's weird.
And then, yeah, exactly.
Why are you
And so,
commenting on the family at all?
really weird. And everybody else was just kind of direct and to the point. Let me get my measurements or whatever. Here's the estimate.
I don't like it. I agree. I think that people do that to try to seem like they're normal humans and say, oh, you got a beautiful family here. Look at that. What is she, 11?
But it's totally creepy, though, right?
She 11?
Yeah, I don't like that.
And you're like, why don't we focus on the problem?
Right.
Yeah.
Let's focus on the whirlpool over here.
So I take him to the laundry space, and I'm in the space, and it's not a big area. It's like a 6x6 room, and he wouldn't want to come in. And then he's like, "Do your children do laundry?" I'm like, What is your fascination with my kids, man? I'm like, no, not right now. They're too young, but eventually I'm gonna teach them how to do laundry. Let's move on, and I want to tell you what I need done here.
I don't smell any children in here.
Yeah.
I don't want to go in.
So I tell him what I need done, and then he's just like, well, first of all, I can't start work here without getting this tested for.
When I get home from school, because that's when I work. This seems
3:30. I'll be back.
Of all the places you get the people from, was this the Craigslist guy? Out of curiosity.
No, this was like just a Google guy,
Okay.
a legit company, a bigger company.
Wow.
And had like a company truck and everything. So he starts pointing at my baseboards. He's like, it looks like you have mold. I'm gonna have to get that tested. He says some for me to get that remediated, it's gonna be $2,300, and then the test on top of that is another $300. He's just like, I can't start doing anything
Until I get rid of the mold.
Right, exactly.
Right.
So then this guy must have thought I was some sort of moron, and I'm like, so I start pointing to the baseboard. And I was like, are you telling me this is mold right here? And keep in mind, this is a room that hasn't been cleaned in years because the washer and dryer have been there.
Right.
So. He's like, yep, that's mold right there. So I take a towel that's there in the just on the floor, and I wipe all the dirt off.
Is it your kid's towel?
No, it wasn't my kid's
okay.
towel.
Just asking questions.
I'm like, dude, this is just dust that is accumulated over the years. Like, what are you thinking? And he's just like, oh, well, I thought it was mold, and I was just like, okay, like whatever. So at this point in the transaction, I'm already kind of checked out of my head, but I don't want to be a dick. I don't want to just take him out.
Don't think that you look like an idiot, Omar.
Thank
especially
you.
if you have like weighed the estimates from other people. You have a very clear idea of what you want to do, and you're communicating that to the person who's there. Like, my wife seems like a dum-dum, and when a plumber came over, was like, hey,
clip.
you need to fix this, and this, and it's going to be $600. She's like, no, okay. Like, she is very scammable. You don't seem like a scammable guy, but he's telling you you have mold when you obviously don't.
That's why whenever I call a guy over for any sort of an estimate, I always hold a wrench in my hand.
So, really? Yeah, that
Why,
works for
hello. I was just wrenching.
I want them to.
I'm a good wrencher.
I want them to fully believe that they can't pull one over on me because I hold a wrench.
So what happened at the end, Omar?
So at the end, we're sitting down. I'm getting the estimate, and I'm just checked out. But then, he's like, I noticed you had vinyl flooring up there. He's like, you probably has asbestos in there because that's what they use in the glue. I'm like, dude, no, they don't. Are you kidding me? My house is built in '99, and then I was just like, you know what? If the house does have asbestos, it'll make my kids stronger. You get the F out right now before I lose my S.
It'll make my kids stronger. He's like, really? I'm not interested anymore. I don't want them strong.
Did you say stronger kids? And then you tossed him out, threw him out.
I tossed him out, dude. Threw him out. I was so pissed.
Nice, an unbamboozling, a victory story, which we don't hear often.
It's very rare to stop a bamboozling in the making, but Omar did it. He's a hero.
Well, congratulations. If you made it to the end of this video, there's a 2% chance that you're still paying attention.
And please check out our other video series called Mr. Beast.
It performs very well.
Yeah. We don't like to brag about it. This is really our sweet spot, but that's what we do on the side, and I don't want to blow it, ruin it for you, but that's Mr. Beast right there.
Yeah, we're going to blow up a bunch of Cybertrucks tomorrow.
Yeah, so that's our other video, or you can just keep watching these ones. This is kind of like our giving back to the community thing. So thanks for being a part of whatever charity this is, and have a great day.